What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the garage. This is something I figured I'd want to go ahead and kind of cover. I am by no means a professional. I've been riding for a few months now. I've got a pretty good idea. I can ride a wheelie, and so can you. So believe in yourself. It took me a little while, man. I was where you were at two months ago. So let's talk about it. How can we get you where you need to be? Let's do a clutch up. I'm gonna do one for you guys, and then we'll go through the fundamentals of what that looks like. Okay, clutch it, throttle, pop, nice control, nice controlled throttle, nice controlled throttle. You don't want to be yipping it, you don't want to be zipping it. So that's basically what the clutch up looks like. So you're going to want to go first gear, probably, if you're on a stock bike. I'm on a higher geared bike. I put a bigger sprocket on, so I'm in second gear because first gear is super short. You're going to be rolling about 4,000 RPM. I like about 4,000. You don't look at it, just feel it. You go, once you're at 4,000 RPM, you're going to pull your clutch in like that. See? But you don't want to do this. This is what my biggest issue was when I first started. You don't want to, like when you let off to switch gears, you don't want to do that. You want to hold the throttle. So, and you'll see what I mean. So clutch in, keep the throttle where it is. When you pull the clutch in, put your body forward and give a slight tug. So clutch in, throttle. It's all one fluid movement. Now I know that all happens really quick, so let's cover it again, right? First or second gear, you're going to get to 4,000 RPMs. When I pull my clutch in, I don't move my throttle. So you're giving the throttle to go 4,000 RPMs. Clutch in. You see how it revs up? Clutch in. When I pull my clutch in, I kind of put a little bit of weight forward. When I let it out, I kind of tug it. So 4,000, clutch in. Now, one thing I'm going to preach, and if you watch any other videos, man, is that rear brake. Cover your rear brake. That's what's going to save you. That's how you control the wheelie. You don't want to try to control it with your throttle as much. It's all in that rear brake. Now, your throttle is super important. When I first started, when I would go clutch in, like when you shift gears, you kind of let off. You don't want to do that. You want to keep that throttle going, and when you're up in the wheelie, hold it. Don't let off. So when you clutch up, you're not going to instantly let off. You're going to want to keep that same throttle. That's super important, because what happens is you let off, then it's going to drop, then you try to correct it and give it more gas, and it's up, and you're not smooth. So again, first gear, second gear, 4,000 RPM. Keep your foot covered. What you're going to want to do when you first practice is just popping up. Small pops, right? Get a feel for it. Small pops. Once it gets up, kind of tap that brake. You don't need to fully crunch down on the brake. That's what's going to save you. And eventually, you're going to be able to just pop it up, dude. If you go back and look at some of my old videos just 2 months ago, I was a complete and utter noob. Kind of took what I learned on YouTube, applying it here. The back brake is everything for you. Watch my throttle. When we pop this thing up, I like 4,000 RPM. It's going to really depend too. It's going to depend on your weight. It's going to kind of depend on your gearing. You know, you want to give it some, you're going to need to give it some gas. So and see how smooth? You can hear it. I'm not yeeting it. I used to go, You don't want to do all that. You want a nice, smooth throttle. I know when I started, every time, my biggest issue was that throttle. And it didn't make sense. I didn't understand how the clutch, so 4,000 RPM, clutch in, see? Even rev it up a little bit. Give her a little juice, you know, and keep it smooth, man. I'm tapping brake. Tapping brake. Brake, brake. A little bit of brake. But I'm making my adjustments. The biggest thing I could say is make your adjustments with your brake. Keep that throttle smooth. Don't try to adjust your up or down with the gas. Now, obviously you're gonna need gas to go up, but keep that brake on lock. Another piece of advice, guys, I want to give is when to hit the brake, right? That's always the question. When do I hit the brake? So once I get it up to catch it, that's when I hit my brake, and then I feather it as needed. So you don't want to hit it. If you're hitting it when you're trying to pull up, it's going to keep your front down, right? So I'll tell you, I'll kind of tell you when I'm hitting brake. So clutch in, brake, brake. I'm just tapping the brake, brake. And you can see the nose that brake. Right, no brake, brake, brake. Put it down. So you're not you're not riding the brake the whole time, but you are, I mean, you are tapping it, right? You're not on the whole time. Definitely when you're pulling up, you don't want it because you're not going to get the front up. But once you get it up, you're going to want to just feather the brake. If you hit it too hard, you're going to put it down. Now that's okay to practice, right? When you're first starting to get them up, hit that brake and put it down. Pop it up, hit the brake, put it down. That's what you want to do to get used to using the brake. You need that brake to be second nature. Don't think about it. You know, that's like, you don't have to think about it. When I'm doing it, I'm not even thinking about it, man. But that was one thing I struggled with when I first started too, was my throttle, right? Keeping the throttle nice and clean. And then when do I articulate the brake? Brake, right? I pop it up right into that brake. Use the brake to catch it. Throw it up, catching it. Guys, we're at 12 o'clock. Oh Lord, we're up there. And the whole time I'm using the brake. I'm balancing. You got to feel it. I'm balancing the throttle with the brake. Well, that was third gear too. Wasn't even paying attention. Right, third gear. It's a higher. If you go to a higher gear, you're gonna want to use a little less brake because it doesn't have as much torque. So that's the brakes, guys. So let's recap, guys. You're on a stock Grom. You want to learn to pop a wheelie. Let's try first. Go first gear, rolling at a decent speed up to 4,000 RPMs. When you start practicing, clutch in. Just don't even try to pop it. Clutch in. Focus on leaving your throttle. Leaving your throttle. The whole time you're doing this, check that brake, right? Foot on the brake, foot on the over the brake. As you get better with that, throttle in, or clutch in, throttle. Now, you don't have to lean. When I pull it in, I go forward. When I go out, I kind of extend my arms a little bit. That gives me a little bit of a springboard. It preloads your forks, is all you're doing. So 4,000 RPM, cruising speed, clutch in. When I go clutch in, I'm going forward. When I let that clutch out, and it's quick. You don't want to hold it long, it's quick. So you might want to you're definitely going to want to get a short one finger easy pull. But, so clutch in, down, clutch out, pop up. Throttle doesn't move, brakes covered. Smooth throttle, tapping the brakes as needed. Arms are stretched out, comfortable. You're not pulling forward. It's the other thing. You don't want to have your arms where you're pulling the bike to you. Keep a good form. Control that brake and set it down. You want to set it down, hit your brake. That's your savior. Set it down, hit the brake. So, and you want to do it all real quick. It all happens in just a split second. So you're cruising. You're gonna go, throttle's on, clutch, push, pull, pop. Cover that brake. use that throttle, nice and smooth throttle. If you give it more throttle, you're going to go far higher up. Less throttle, you're going to chase it. One thing I'll say, guys, is that balance point is farther back than you think. You know, it's okay when you start popping them and kind of chasing them out a little bit like that. You know, you're not as high as you think. Clutch in, pop it, chase it out a little bit. You don't want to get in the habit of doing that. As you get higher, you don't want to chase it. You want to get that thing up, get it controlled. Now, when you first start getting them up, I know I did it. You know, I was up in balance point, but I was moving. Now I'm able to get it to where I want it, slow it down even. So you get past balance point, you're able to give it more gas, use brake, and slow it down so your RPMs aren't through the roof. Right? You see my RPMs are 5.5, 6,000. I'm not chasing it out where it's going to 8,000 RPMs. And that's all controlled with that throttle and that brake. What I'll say, guys, is get some good gear, get the short pull clutch, get at least a 12 bar, protect your bike, and go out to an open lot like this, church parking lot, you know, industrial park, a good open parking spot, and practice it. It took me a good 2 weeks to really get it. Now I was chasing them and popping them up, but it took really 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where I could, like, the light bulb finally came on. I can slow it down. I was in my, you know, balance point. I'm starting to do staggers and knee knockers, you know, sit down to stand up, stand ups to sit downs. So it takes some time, guys. Go at your own pace. Just follow the fundamentals, you know, clutch in, clutch out, keep a good easy throttle. Biggest thing is work on that brake control, guys. You want them cover the brake. And I'll share a tip on that too real quick. But then you can slow it down, guys. That's second gear for me, and I'm just cruising. I've got it, you know, super controlled. I've been doing this just a couple months. One thing I'd recommend, guys, is take off the spring, tension spring for your brake. And the reason I say that is it gives you more feel. Everyone I've seen online takes them off, so you can actually feel when you're engaging it. If you have that spring on there, you don't know, is the tension of the spring or are you on the brake? That's the first thing I did. Take that brake spring off. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you found the video valuable. Go out and practice, get you some gear. If you did find value in this video, please drop a like, subscribe, and share. And good luck with your journey, man.